The apparent pick on his own teammate wasn't a pick after all, so says LeBron James. I'm Jim Basquill with the latest ESPN headlines. It was a video that went viral on Saturday. LeBron James apparently setting a pick on his own Cavalier teammate in a game against his former team, the Miami Heat. But LeBron says that's not how it went. For the non-basketball people, perhaps they viewed it that way. We are joined on the phone by Dave McMenamin, who covers the Cleveland Cavaliers for ESPN. And Dave, how did LeBron explain how that play unfolded?
Well, first of all, LeBron's reaction when he was asked about it was a little bit bemused. He had a smirk on his face, but also a little bit annoyed. And he took a dig. He said, for basketball people, they would be able to recognize that what we were trying to execute was that I would show high on the screen roll situation. Dellavedova, the point guard of the Cavs, would basically switch with him, slide underneath him, and be able to cut if the point guard went the other way, be able to intercept that movement. The way it worked out, of course, LeBron basically thwarts the pass of Dellavedova. They run into one another, and Norris Cole, his old teammate with the Heat, is able to run free and execute the play without any defensive attention, thus making it look like LeBron momentarily forgot that he was actually playing for the Cavs now and not the Heat anymore.
Yeah, to quote LeBron, so for the non-basketball people, they like critiquing everything I do. It's stupid. Dellavedova, for the record, saw that account the same way LeBron did as well. That's exactly how he explained it as well. Though when you look at the Cavaliers, Dave, moving forward, I know that Kyrie Irving is out for the time being, but when they get all their bodies back, LeBron has been quoted as saying that this is a very unique offense. How would you categorize this Cavaliers offense with not only LeBron but various new players all coming together?
Well, it has been a little bit hard to difficult to evaluate it at this point because LeBron's taken some time off to rest. Kevin Love only played half of the game against the Pacers on Wednesday because of a sore neck, and Kyrie Irving's missed about half a camp with a sprained right ankle. So we haven't seen the finished product, but what we have seen is it involves spreading the floor out, a lot of ball movement, a lot of interesting entry points to the offense. Rather than a lot of teams that will have a pick and roll at the top of the key, and then hopefully the guard can get into the lane and then either go to the rack at that point or dish out to an open shooter. What we've seen so far of this Cavs team is sometimes they'll flash a big man into the lane, have entry pass inside to him, and then allow the big man to make the determination from there what to do with the ball, either find the wing player who'd be cutting off his shoulder or perhaps kicking it back out to the wing, which will lead to a skip pass, which would reset the offense on the other side. So I guess it's more intricate. And LeBron, has been through a lot in his 11 years in the league, clearly has a high basketball IQ, and he's able to digest it and implement what David Blatt, the new coach, wants right from the start. But I think there'll be a bit of a learning curve for the rest of his teammates up to speed with where LeBron's at.
Is he more than ready to kind of play a lot off the ball with Kyrie Irving eventually being the primary ball handler?
It's going to be really interesting to see, Jim, because we know that I think when the Miami Heat turned the corner, that was when Dwayne Wade conceded that LeBron should be holding the ball more in his hands, and they had their best success. LeBron at this stage of his career maybe doesn't want to carry that much load on his shoulders. And certainly with Kyrie Irving coming into his own and having that great summer for USA basketball, maybe it can behoove LeBron to play off the ball more. We've seen him become a much more efficient shooter in recent seasons. In tonight's exhibition game, he went 9 for 12 from the field and also had the touch going from the outside. If you can imagine, if LeBron can add that deadly catch-and-shoot aspect to everything else he already has as a basketball player, he would be even more unstoppable than we've already seen.
Yeah, there are no holes in his game. Dave McMenamin covers the Cleveland Cavaliers for ESPN. Dave, thanks for the insight.
Thanks, Jim.
Again, it was never a pick after all, says LeBron James. You can read this story right here on ESPN.com. With the latest ESPN headlines, I'm Jim Basquill.